I think Solo Leveling has a better story and characters than people like to give it credit. I do think it has its flaws, but it's an actually really enjoyable story once you break it down. The best aspects of this show character-wise is how it shows the subject of trauma, especially with the main survivors of the Double Dungeon incident. We see them feel guilty, feel traumatized to the point they shut down, and begin to question what's truly important. And in Jinwoo's case, is a constant reminder of how the world of hunters truly is. A cutthroat, vicious world where only the strong survive. And I think this show would get a lot more credit had they been a little more obvious on how that PTSD message relates to Jinwoo, and maybe showing more of Kim, Jong, and Joo-hee before they written them characters off. He does have one line that sort of implies that the whole situation motivated him more than he lets on, specifically Kim's involvement in it, but it isn't really mentioned ever past that point. I do wish Kim as a whole just kinda retired. I get why he stuck around because you do need that scene with Jinwoo, but I feel that could have been a little better handled, especially since it seems he values his family over all else. So him kind of abandoning it again and risking his life just didn't really make much sense to me. Overall, I do think the side cast definitely needs more of a focus in the second season, since we have a good idea on where Jinwoo is at. I'm not expecting too much, again it is a power fantasy, but there is a whole B-plot towards the end of this season where Jong-in is raiding an island for similar PTSD revenge reasons that I explained earlier with the other 4 characters, and it just missed for me because the show doesn't give you much to work with these characters. It shows you bits and pieces but then just cuts back to Jinwoo leveling, which I understand the show is called Solo Leveling, but I would like a bit of a slight deviance from this.